Hello guys, welcome to a tutorial on how to create your own mod. Now this is using a program that I've coded in Python. It's very basic. It's probably the easiest way to create a mod that I've seen out there yet. Now, to get started, just go to the website, and it's called easymodcreator.tk, and you might have to go to the services. I'll post this link in the description, just to make things easier on you. Alright, so you will also need mod loader. Now you can just go in Google, type in mod loader, and just go to the first link. Alright, so once you're here, just download the latest version. And once you do that, just go into your .rar file that you just downloaded, and highlight everything and extract it to a certain folder. Now it doesn't matter which folder it is, it just matters if it's extracted or not. Inside this folder, we have our library. Now the library is just really useless. That's for everything for Python, so it allows it so the user does not need to download Python to use this program. He can instead just run the exe version. Also comes with a Python 27.dll, pretty much the same thing. It makes it so you do not have to download Python to run this program. And it also comes with a README. Now this is just a README, and it basically teaches you how to use it, but I figured I'd do a voice tutorial over it. Now, you can see everything pretty much has, let me just delete those files. I don't know why they're there. Alright, so you can see pretty much everything already has, everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Now there are 3 steps to doing this, 3 if you count extracting it. Now we just have 2 main steps left to do. First step is to go to my Minecraft mod creator.exe. Now this is only for Windows. I apologize. Maybe I'll make it for Mac. Depends if I figure out how to. So the file name is, you can choose anything for this. Do not add the mod underscore yourself, otherwise it'll look pretty ridiculous because the program adds that for you. Alright, so the file name is, let's just do I like pie and carrots, because I do. Now we're going to do the version of our mod. For this you can do version 1 and do applesauce. It doesn't matter, you can do beta. Those are just examples up here. You don't even have to add a number, you can just do I like carrots and pie, even though that's completely backwards from our name. Alright, so it's creating the file mod I like pies and carrots. Alright, and it's complete. Now usually you don't want to manually exit off the program itself. It'll exit off on its own. Wait for it to exit off on your own, just because you don't want anything to be cut off. Keep it in the editor. No. Alright, so you can see it created our own file for modding, and it's pretty useful. I mean, right now that just saved us about, depends on how fast at coding you are, probably a little bit of time. Now here's the third and last mandatory step. You go to create item before you go to any other thing. Create item. Actually, you go to mod, Minecraft mod creator, and then you go to create item before any other thing. Then create your item. Now for this item's name, I'm just going to name it best pickaxe ever. Alright. Now I'm not going to make it that complicated. I'm just going to do pickaxe 4. Pickaxe 4, if that makes any sense. Alright, so for item pickaxe 4, it's going to create it, and good. Now select the type. Now you have the option of item, pickaxe, shovel, axe, hoe, or sword. Now item is just an item that is not a tool. It could be an ingot, it could be anything else. I'll probably add in the future other options, like for food, for, you know, just anything, music, disc, doesn't matter. I'll add it later. Again, this is version 2. You may come across some bugs. If you do, just contact me in one way or another. And now the rest are just pretty self-explanatory. Now our item is called pickaxe 4, so we are going to create it as a pickaxe. Make sure you type the number and not the word itself. Alright, now select a unique number for its ID. Example 2048. Now we could do that example, but what's the fun in that? For For this, we'll just type in something random, 5843. Alright, now select its default strength. Now, its default strength is another self-explanatory thing. Do you want it as strong as diamond, gold, iron, stone, or wood? Now, for stone, it may be known as cobblestone, but programmers refer to it as stone, because that's what Notch referred to it as when he was coding Minecraft. Alright, so I'm just going to make this as strong as diamond, because heck, why not? And now the file has now been generated. Goodbye. Remember, wait for it to close off on its own. Do not close it off yourself. And here we have pickaxe4.java. Now here's where it gets a little bit complicated. It's not the most complicated thing. What you do is you just cut with Control X, or you could, cut, and then you're going to bring it into the file that you first created, mod, I like pie and carrots, and go down to where you see add items here and paste it in. Alright, I added all of these notes just so you know where to paste things. I also added I tried to make this beginner friendly. Otherwise it's kind of organizing your code. So now we can go back in here, and now you can choose any of the last three. It's set textures, add recipes, or add names. We'll go on with the hardest one out of the three, which is add recipes. Now for add recipes, it's only difficult because you have to choose your own recipe. Alright, so welcome to add recipe. Here you add your own recipe. Please type the item you're going to create. It's usually the item you've already created. Well, I want to create a pickaxe 4 because that was the thing we named our item. And how many are you going to create? Well, I was going to create a total of 1. And now please add your recipe. Now, the first set of quotation marks is the top of the crafting bin. And the second is the middle, and the third is the bottom. Now, right here is like the top left, right there's the middle of the top, and right there's the right, or the top right. Same thing, middle left, middle center, middle right, bottom left, bottom center, bottom right. Alright, so with that said, you're going to have to do that same thing. Now, since we're creating a pickaxe, luckily that's the diagram for a pickaxe. If you're going to create a shovel, it would be like that. I hope you understand. Again, this is the hardest part. So we're creating a pickaxe. Make sure you add your commas between. Now you can choose any letter. It can be a hashtag, it can be a G, it can be a D, but for this we're just doing our example that's up here. So don't forget to add the quotation marks and a comma. Make sure you add your comma at the end. That is very important. And it goes, this is your recipe, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now it's creating the file. Hopefully everything went okay. And it closes itself off. Now we have pickaxe 4. Just do the same thing. Cut, copy, paste. And go inside your mod underscore file that you've already created. And where it says add all of your recipes here, paste it in there. Alright. So you can see that I added a period back there for some reason. That's not there. Modloader.add recipe pickaxe 4. We're going to create a total of 1. Here we have our recipes. Now it says character.value of, and then add whatever you want in here. Now when it says that, it means whatever letters we used, we're going to have to show Minecraft what those letters represent. Now that's easy. So we use the letter X, so we're just going to tell Minecraft that's the item of, or you could do block dot, we'll just do block dot obsidian. No, better yet, we'll do item dot apple just because pie, I mean, you know. And now, if you added more than one letter, it's really basic. I even made a note of it here. If you use more than one letter in a crafting recipe, just copy the character.value of statement. Alright, and gives us an example. Now we could copy that example, but that's no fun. To show you better, just go ahead and highlight that whole statement right there and paste it after the comma. Now we also use the letter S. And so what does S represent? Well, S is going to represent an item.stick. Alright. So, there we go. Right now we've added our recipe, we've added our name. Actually, we haven't added our names. We've defined what our pickaxe is. Alright, so now we can add our name. So to go into add names, and the item name that you've been creating is pickaxe 4. Make sure you get your capitalization correct, and just everything has to be correct, otherwise it's not the program's fault, it's your fault. Alright, it's going to work on the file. And later I'm probably going to make this all into one .exe, but as of right now it's in multiple ones. So you're just going to copy all of that was just created, go into your mod I like Python carrots, go to add names here, and modloader.addName pickaxe4, and then the in-game name. Now you can get rid of that and just do Luke's famous, and I'm sorry if you heard my phone, pickaxe. Alright, so now we've got our own name for the item that we created, and the one with the quotation marks is the in-game name. And now you can get rid of this note, you can keep it there, it really does not affect the program in any shape or form. Alright, so now the last one we have is set textures. Again, this is an easier one to do. All you have to do is type in the name, which is pickaxe4, and it's going to create the file. Now, I guess the only thing that you could say is challenging about this one is that you have to create a PNG file of your item. So I'm just going to cut, copy, and paste. Actually, just cut, paste. Cut with Control X, go into your mod underscore file, and paste with Control V. So add textures here. Now it says pickaxe4.iconIndex. The icon of pickaxe4 is going to tell modloader to override the items.png, blah blah blah. I already have tutorials over this if you want to go and see those. Now it says pickaxe4.png. Now it says note, you have to now create a PNG of your item and place it in minecraft.jar. Now, okay, so right here is what we're going to have to create. You're going to have to create a pickaxe4.png. And to do that, you can just use Photoshop, you can use Paint, you can use Paint.net, doesn't really matter. Now let's just say you're making some huge mod and using this program, and you want the PNG to go inside of a folder. Again, I have tutorials over this, but you can just do a / I don't know, folder /, and then you don't paste the PNG inside of the Minecraft.jar, instead you paste it inside the folder, named folder. Alright, so I hope that made sense. Now you can just save this. Now you also need MCP. Now what MCP will allow you to do, it will allow you to recompile and run your program. So just go ahead and copy your file, which I have my file right there, but I'm cutting it. So go ahead and take that file, mod underscore I like pie and carrots, and go into, sorry I'm not telling you, source, Minecraft, net, Minecraft source, and paste it on in there. There you go. Alright, now you're just going to go back, and you can see you're just going to recompile it and reobfuscate. Now if you don't know how to get here, I do have a tutorial over that. You can go check it out, and it'll teach you how to use MCP. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this was very clear on what you have to do, and I'll see you guys later.